Oh,
Hey, are you guys on the agency meeting? Is it working?
we're trying to get it pulled up right now, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a couple people to link because they said they didn't have it.
Yeah, I was making sure this thing's working. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Try and post it in the group maybe.
Open in browser.
Let's see if I could post the
Yeah,
link in the
it's
group.
working. I got a couple people. There's some people.
Always show join with
You're on.
video.
You're on. You're talking.
Somehow, all right. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Hey, my Spotify is not working on my computer, or I'd have some jams for us. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. What can we what can we play today? I'll pull up YouTube. I got one.
You know I still believe it. You and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down.
Follow your dreams, not your addictions. How we gon' follow our dreams locked in a prison? They try to swallow me whole, God be my witness. Deprive me out of my dreams, but I'm relentless. I want the money, ain't never want attention. So I don't pay attention to comments and all the mentions, cause they ain't see my vision. I was washing dishes till my rats turned into riches. Glad when it was Christmas. We ain't even barely get presents, but we was gifted. In a school of failure, we present perfect attendance. Welfare, baby, we working with what they give us. Made me some commas, judge still gave me a sentence, no period. City girls don't get scared when it's really real, when your bank account 20 mil in your house, up on the hill in your phantom, in the driveway you walk out and see the grill. Thank God you believe, make sure you pray when you kneel.
You know I still believe it. You and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down.
My bank account, it was on super zero. Ain't never panic, I'm a superhero. Target my goals and I'ma shoot the arrow. When God turned the heat up on me, he said you De Niro. Play your part, got some brains like the scarecrow. Let's play it smart, cause we ain't playing checkers, this is chess, play your pawns. Sit back like a king when they move, make your mark. And never ever let your competition take your heart. Say I believe in myself. When everybody stop believing, never leave on yourself. They had my back against the wall, I had to lean on myself. Almost made me put my dreams on the shelf. I'm tripping. Laws of attraction, you just think I'm rapping. I'm just putting out the energy so I can grab it. Everything that's in my memory that I imagine is finally here. 100 million in a year.
Still believe it. You and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down. As I lay down to sleep, play the Lord, so the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me. As I lay down to sleep, play the Lord, so the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me.
There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. On the earth, nations will be in anguish at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what will come of the world. When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift your heads, because your redemption is coming.
All right, gang, let's give it another minute or two. Get everybody on the line. That's my jam right there. I've been listening to that one all weekend. All right, it's 12:02. So I'm going to pull it up here. Got the big screen here. I don't know if you guys can see me or hear me. Can you get a quick thumbs up from everybody? Okay, good. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey guys, well, welcome. Happy Monday, guys. Today is officially June 1st, and what a great day to kick off the month of June. I got some stuff for us to go over, and I'm going to try and keep us to half hour, 45 minutes. I'm going to use some videos today. If you guys know me, I like videos, so I'm going to try and get some videos going for us with the meeting. So first of all, there's a lot of noise out there. And I don't know if you ever heard of Eckhart Tolle. Anybody here Eckhart Tolle? But Eckhart Tolle is a big meditation guy. And he says sometimes you just need to slow things down. And if you slow things down and listen, you can actually hear, the universe a little bit. And we're not going to slow things down and listen right now, but I do want to slow things down for a second. Just for a second, guys. There's a lot going on, right? How's your weekend? Crazy? How's this weekend to be? Crazy? How's the last 5 years of your life? Crazy? How's the next 5 years? Going to be crazy, right? Let's slow down for a second. And there's a lot going on. We had someone in our agency, they lost a friend of theirs. I'd just like to take a quick moment of silence this morning for everything that's just going on in the whole world, from the virus to us being on this call, and just take a moment of reflection and appreciation. If we could, guys, just before we get started, let's just take a quick moment if you can. Start it now. Thanks. All right, guys, that was a quick 5-10 seconds, but I wanted to just slow things down and get us on the right frame of mind before we kick off here today, guys. But first of all, just to announce, today is June 1st, and we're approaching halftime for the year of 2020. So I don't know how many of us are looking at this year as being the most pivotal year of our lives. But I'm looking at this as being the game-changing year. This is going to be the foundational year for the next 10 years of my life, of our lives, that we're going to be set forth, because, I'm just laying the foundation for my family and future generations to come. And this year is the year. And if this year is the year, we got to just take a look at what's going on right now. And at the end of June is officially halftime. We are approaching halftime of 2020. There's never going to be another 2020 in the history of the world. And there's never going to be another June 2020. There's only going to be one halftime ever. So with that being said, we got to approach this month, with the mindset of we're going into halftime. That's the mindset you want to approach it. So what would you do if you were a team or a coach or a player and you were approaching halftime? What would be the mentality? The mentality is, let's get some points on the board before halftime, right? Let's get some momentum going before halftime. Let's get a game plan going so the second half ends up way better than the first half, right? Games are won in the second half. They're not won in the first half. We all know that. You all saw what happened with the Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. First half doesn't mean nothing. It's what you do in the second half. But sometimes, the little things that you can do before halftime can literally change the game. So we'll talk about some of that stuff today. But we're going to get things kicked off. All the May reports came out. So May reports came out today. Today is June 1st, so all of our May reports are out. So if you guys can, go ahead and look at your May reports. You're going to get to see how you did for the month of May. They're all out. It's your official monthly report. We evaluate them monthly, and we get back to work. Next week. So, guys, we're going to get back together next week at the same time, and we're going to go over all the top performers for May as well. So reports came out today. We'll add up all the scores, and then all the top people are going to get recognized for the month of May next Monday. So we'll be going over that. We ran a contest this past month, and I'll just let you guys know we fell a little bit short of our number. So we're going to hand out over $1,000 was the goal on Monday, but we fell short of our number. So typically, if you don't hit the number, you wouldn't, we wouldn't hand out anything. However, on Monday, we're still going to hand out. If you got personals last month, we're going to still give out 3 bags for $100 on Monday. So stick around, get on the call, hop on the call on Monday. We're going to be pulling 3 tickets on Monday for $300 bags, 3 bags with $100 in it to the top people. So we're doing that on Monday to have some fun with it, and we'll be hearing from our top people. So that'll be our Monday meeting. Check this out, guys. April results are in. I don't think I officially gave everybody the announcement, okay? But the Spotlight results are not out yet. The Spotlight magazine's not out, but the results are. So for the month of April was our very first month in business. We are officially a startup agency, guys. We started this agency from scratch, and April was our very first month. And in our category, they have categories for SGAs that have been here for longer periods of time, and they have big territories. These SGAs are like in category 1. The SGAs have been in business for 20, 30 years. They're in category 1. Brand new SGAs like us, we're in category 12, okay? So humble beginnings, they put us in category 12. The lowest category you can be in, we're in the rookie category. That's what it is. Well, just so you guys know, we won the rookie category in our very first month. And if we were in category 11, we would have won 11. If we were in category 10, we would have won category 10. If we were in category 9, we would have won category 9. That's how well of a month you guys did. If we were in category 8, we would have won category 8. If we were in category 7, guys, we would have won category 7. If in our very first month in the business, we did better than 70% of all the SGAs that are in this entire company. So I want to take a second and give everybody a round of applause. Congratulations. I got to take my hat off. That is something that is inhuman. There are greater powers at hold right now of what's going on. And just buckle up, guys, and get ready because we're just getting started. So I want to just let everybody know, man, we put on a phenomenal performance in the month of April, broke a record, put up more business than anybody ever did in their very first month of doing it. And hats off to everybody on the call for all the hard work that month. May's finished up here. We're going to be back to work here in June. So the new Spotlight magazine is out. If you haven't seen it, we're in it. They actually announced us and gave us a shout out for being a new SGA. And one of my quotes in the magazine, they had me quoted is saying, when I started with the company, it was business. You come in, you meet people, you hang out, and it's business colleagues, and you're more like a peer and a business colleague. But the more you do the business, you find out that these people end up, they're not just colleagues. It ends up like these are friends, like downright friends that you enjoy and you want to hang out and you want to see do well, and they want to see you do well. And then it becomes even deeper to that, towards not just that friendship relationship, to where it gets like pretty serious, to where it's like almost family. Like it's like I got people that are in this business I'm closer with in this business than I ever was with people in my family. I got married in 2015, and half of the people that were my groomsmen were people from this company. More than half the people were my groomsmen were people from this company. So I can just tell you that, the more that you do the business, you'll find out that it goes from friends to even family. It's like one just big business family at the end, and it's just awesome. It's awesome, like the family business, So they quoted me in the magazine as saying that. But I got a quick question for you guys, all right? Who can answer this? What is the oldest age that you can sign up for American Income Life Insurance policy?
80.
80. All right. Who said it?
Q.
Daquan. All right, man. Well, you should know the answer to that. I should have said no managers allowed. You better. All right. So I got another question for you. What did the pirate say when he turned 80?
Hi, matey.
He did. Who said that? Tequila.
No.
No?
Wasn't me.
Marissa, you got to say it better though. He said, I'm 80. Come on, man. I had to make myself laugh today. All right, there's a good one though. If you ever meet a kid, any kid in the world will love that joke. All right, it's a great joke. All right, but you got to put a little pirate into it. So anyways, if you guys are a leader on this call, just raise your hand real quick. If you see somebody with their hand up, these people right here have done things and have gone above and beyond to sacrifice and pave the way for all of us. So, you know, every day I just salute all the leaders and the managers for doing all the things that it takes to be a leader and a manager, showing up early, staying late, going out of your way to take care of everybody and make sure that they're taken care of. Now, if you're not an official leader with a title, you're still a leader. Everybody on this call is a leader. In one way, shape, or form, we're all leading some way, someone, somewhere, somehow. When we're in a home with our clients, we're leading them. You know, somebody somewhere is looking up to you. You know, so regardless, I feel like everybody has some form. If you can influence someone in some way, shape, or form, you have leadership. Because leadership is really influence. That's really what it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. And if you don't formally have a leadership position in the company, you can still lead. And you know what I heard one time, guys? I heard that, you know, if you dress for the position you'll have, one day you'll have that position. But if you wait for that position to dress like that position, then you'll never have it. So like if you dress like you're the president of the company, one day you'll be the president of the company. But if you go, hey, when they make me the president, then I'm going to dress like the president. Well, that's kind of backwards, right? When they make me a leader, I'm going to start acting like a leader. Don't you think that's kind of backwards? It's like if you act like the leader, eventually you're going to step right into that position. You know, you almost act as if, you know, and assume the role kind of. So that's the message for leadership. People that are wanting to grow and manage and get into leadership, literally, if you just follow the path is all math with this company. I don't know if you ever heard the path is all math, but the path is all math with the company. You really can get where you want to go and backtrack all the numbers. We can help you. But we also have this week, speaking of the trainers, the managers and the leaders, we have a new training class this week. We have some people that are brand new to the agency. I want to welcome all the new people. And hey, if you guys been in your first week or first month, you know what it was like. You know, so we want to welcome you guys. We got your back. We're here for you. We all been there. I remember my first day like it was yesterday, right? So welcome to the agency, guys. It's going to be the power of 2-3. Since we're in Chicago, what was Michael Jordan's basketball number? 23, right? So we're going to use the power of 2-3. It's going to take anybody that's new in this business 2 to 3 weeks to get your basic training down. Then it's going to take you another 2 to 3 months to get your just basic foundation down of the business and comfortability of just doing the normal stuff. I mean, literally, it's just getting your muscle memory down, you know? And after 2 to 3 months, now you have that confidence and you have the comfortability level to go out there and play a whole round of golf and get good at it. You know, up until then, you're not going to feel comfortable holding the golf club as much. It's going to take you 2 to 3 months to really feel comfortable with it. And then it's going to take you another 2 to 3 years of playing golf before you could become a professional and actually not have a horrible handicap. Drew loves the golf analogy, so that's for Drew. But when you think about anything in life, it is typically a process of that. You know, it's going to take you a good 2 to 3 years of really anything to get good at it. Most businesses are not profitable. You actually go into debt for 2 years. You know, so you really got to think about and keep things in perspective. I think the biggest thing is keeping things in perspective. You know, so training class, guys, it's MJ. It's 2-3 power 2 to 3, 2 to 3. Listen, our home office, guys. Our home office is in Illinois, but we are virtually now in 46 states. We are in virtually 46 states. So, what I want to do to wrap up the meeting, I don't have a lot, but I do got some videos. I wanted to play a video of our company. This is what I'm going to ask you guys to pay some attention to. It's a 10-minute video, okay, but it's fire and it's awesome. I promise you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I get teary-eyed a little bit, but that's just me. So here's what happened, guys. Our company was founded in 1951 by a gentleman by the name of Bernard Rappaport, okay? Mr. Rappaport founded the company on the backs of unions and labor unions. And he was a Russian Jewish immigrant who came over to America and didn't even speak the language and barely knew much, okay? But he always fought and wanted to make sure he stood up for working class families. And his thing is to have an outrage against injustice. He always said, never let a book out of your hand. He always says something about protect your name at all costs. And he said, have an outrage against injustice. That's the founder of our company. The founder of our company, America has only been around for like 300 some years, right? You guys know that, right? How many years has America been around? We are approaching, in a couple years from now, 350 years. What year is going to be America's 350th birthday? Look at this. Nobody does.
2022?
Is it 2022? I don't know. I'm asking you.
Wasn't it like 1772 Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
Oh, come on, Jeremy. Don't even talk anymore. You're
Nation
embarrassing
was born in
yourself.
1776.
Dude, hold on. I like what Jeremy did though. He combined everything together. All right, it's 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue. It's 1776 is when America won its independence. It's 1776.
So
what's
it's
350?
2,126, Tommy.
2,126 is what we need, right? Okay, so we got like another 106 years, I guess. Is that what we're looking at? That would be what, 350?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think that's right.
I was just messing with Greg.
50.
You guys are crazy. Here, I'm going to figure it out. It's 17, like I'm using
right.
76 plus
2026.
350. There, see, man, I knew it. 350 plus 1776 equals 2126. Okay, all right, 2126. You got it. So we still got a while. Point is Bernard Rappaport has been around. Think about that. Our country hasn't even been around for 300 years. Bernard Rappaport lived for 100 years. And over his 100 years, he made such an impact on this country, such an impact on everything. And we've had 3 CEOs in company history, guys. 3 CEOs in company history, right? And I've been able to meet them all. And I went to, Mr. Rappaport's, when he passed away in 2012, I went to his funeral. And I just want you guys to see the man that built our company up to what it is today. So I'm gonna play a quick video. This is at his eulogy. You're gonna get to hear someone speak. Our founder of our company, guys, he was able to walk into the White House at any time he wanted. He could just walk right into the White House and go sit up in the Oval Office with Bill Clinton. Like, that's how special, of a founder we had. So anyways, I'm going to share a quick video. We can watch this, take some notes on us, pretty good stuff, and then we'll pick up from there. Let me know if everybody can hear this and everything. Thumbs up? Yep. All right, cool.
So what I was going to do today, since I'm kind of batting cleanup, and what I fully intended to do was to bring all the books B ever sent me up here. But I haven't spent enough time in a weight room lately to do it. However, I do want you to know that on the way out, you will receive a test on the contents of those books. And Rappaport left the answers behind. You will all be graded. Abby, Emily, Patricia, Ron, wonderful, Audrey, thank you. When B died, I sort of just wanted to amble down to Waco and sit in the back of the service and take it all in. And Audrey said, Bill, you spent...
Sorry, guys. I just want to. Obviously, this is Bill Clinton, guys. He was the keynotes. He was the last guy to speak at Bernard Rappaport's funeral because he was such good friends with Bernard Rappaport. Like Mr. Rappaport is best friends with the president. That was the founder of our company. So he definitely had some good pull and put the foundations in place for us to be able to do what we do today. But anyways, I'm going to play back. I won't interrupt anymore.
Spent 2/3 of your life taking help from him. Now you're going to do what he wanted you to do. You're going to show up in Washington and you're going to speak. And Hillary's coming too. And I said, yes, ma'am. We'll be there. We met B. Rappaport when I was almost 26 and Hillary was almost 25, and we were still paying off law school debts, working for George McGovern in Texas. We got the living hell beat out of us. As a matter of fact, looking out on this crowd today, I believe that 50% of the votes George McGovern got in Texas are here in this room today. But B was always happy. I mean, man, I thought you were supposed to be lower lipped when you got your brains beat out. And he said, if you're on our side, you're going to lose more than you win. You just keep pushing ahead. He spent a lifetime pushing rocks up a hill. And a lot of us, as Tom Daschle said so eloquently in his opening remarks, were those rocks. When I ran for Congress in 1974, I had zero name recognition, zero money. The guy I was running against had 85% approval. It was a good year for the Democrats, you remember? I got beat 51-48. I owed $44,000 in campaign debt. I still hadn't paid off my law school debts. First check I got on my debt, B. Rappaport. 17 times I was on the ballot in Arkansas and running for president when he could give me money. That's back when we still believed in public financing of presidential campaigns, so he got off the hook once I got the nomination. Every single time he was there. Just like for a lot of you, every single time he was there. Bob Borchardt said this, but I'd like to reiterate it. Another great Texas Jewish Democrat, Bob Strauss, who thank God is still with us, once said that the one thing every politician wants you to believe is that he was born in a log cabin he built himself. Well, for B. Rappaport, it was darn near true. I was so glad Tom Harkin talked about B and Audrey's home. I always loved going in there because the first thing you saw was not the the wall where all of us are with our signed pictures, thanks very much. It was a picture of his family coming in from Russia with the papers of their immigration. The guy never forgot his roots. And he was a self-made man. But he missed all the wisdom of the last 35 years that Washington's been spewing out. He didn't realize that as one of those job creators, he wasn't supposed to pay any taxes and that we'd all do better if he paid nothing. He actually was dumb enough to believe till his last day on earth that the job creators were the farmers and the shopkeepers and the middle-class workers who made enough money to buy a house, buy a car, buy a television set, and buy an American income policy.
I gotta pause that one. Did you guys hear that? Even the president of the country, he knew what the life insurance company was, right? Come on, that's awesome.
He actually thought that's what made the economy run. And he lived his life to try to give more people a chance to live that life. And he thought public service was a noble calling. And Chet Edwards lost in the tsunami of 2010. I thought we were going to have to bury him then, because he was his congressman and he loved him and he thought it was wrong. But within 48 hours, he was in a good humor again, thinking about what he was going to do. When I got beat in the Reagan landslide of 1980, he offered me a job. Tom, at least I had sense enough not to take it.
He offered him a job at American Income Life.
I knew, you know, people that go into politics by definition don't understand insurance. I mean, so there's a reason we're here laughing. There was something so big and so good about him. He never gave up on his friends. If you got beat, he was always there for you. If you hit a bump in the road, he was always there for you. And he never gave up on anything he believed in, including Texas. Even now, he's in heaven waiting for the Democrats to return. And he did what he could to help. You know, in this decade, the last decade of his life, he and Audrey were giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in college scholarships, and all they asked for these scholarships they gave these kids was that they do community service as well as do their academic work. He just knew that if people saw enough about how other people had to live and put themselves on the line to help other people, the way you saw him and those little kids in that school, that it would change the way they thought about our community and our responsibilities to each other. Because he knew he couldn't actually speak to everybody or give them all a book, although he certainly tried. He graced us. And we all got 100 or 200 B. Rappaport stories, but I got to tell you this one. A couple of years after I left the White House, the ambassador of Saudi Arabia came to see me, and he said, the king is really working on trying to make a peace proposal, and I think that eventually he'll make one that basically says, if there's peace for the Palestinians, all the Arab states but Syria, which he couldn't control, would offer a full peace with Israel. And he wants to sort of build up to this by improving his relationships below the political level with Americans. So he wants you to bring a group to Saudi Arabia for 2 or 3 days, and he wants you to have it heavily weighted with American Jews. I said, have I got the people for you? I am not making this up. So I call Audrey and B, and of course they say they'll go, and they're, you know, in their mid-80s or something. And first we're flying over in the airplane. And all the young people who are with me know that I love to play games, I play cards. So we're playing with this a long flight, and these kids are literally dropping out. They're literally fainting, falling asleep, and B's still dealing the cards. And we get there, and we all go around and see all this stuff. We go from Jeddah, then we went up to Riyadh, and you know, the old pre-oil Saudi palace is there. And it's basically a mud palace. It's amazing what they did with basically the materials they had before they could afford to bring in marble. And so at one point, I had to go do one of those meetings, the equivalent of when you're in other cultures of gray-haired white guys in suits meetings that are interminably boring, but you got to do it and check the box. So I was doing that, and everybody on our tour got to do things. They had choices about what they did. B and Audrey took camels across the Arabian desert. B of Arabia. Here's this 84-year-old guy whipping this camel across the Arabian desert saying, "Long live Israel," you know? Well, it was an utterly incredible sight. I will never forget it as long as I live. Neither will the Saudis. I thought to myself, if we just named him our envoy for the peace process, within 3 or 4 months, he'd have a deal, or they'd all die of exhaustion. It was the spark of life that never dimmed that we loved most. He was gifted with a great mind. He loved all those books. He read all those books. He would call and test me on those books. And I went back and reread Being Rappaport after he passed away. And I was howling at all the stuff he put in there about our long friendship. And I was feeling grateful about the support he gave to me and to Hillary and what a great friend he was. But most of all, I was feeling grateful that he missed the message of the last 35 years. He just never got it that he was a job creator and therefore entitled to shoulder no responsibilities for the common weal. That he was supposed to be an economic mechanism only, that if he just had zero taxes and no responsibility for the poor kids in the world and no responsibility for the middle class in the world, poof, everything would be wonderful. He knew better. And he had been on the bottom, he had worked his way to the top, and as he said, he didn't get rich overnight. It was a 50-year enterprise, but he never stopped being who he was. He was a thoroughly modern man with very old-fashioned ideas about our common life. He was a gift, uncommon in the life of our long country. A gift he gave to all of us and to many thousands of others, including all those little kids that had no idea really who he was or what he was about, that you saw in the movie and those they represent, and all those kids in the University of Texas system, and everyone else who was ever blessed to know him. We should be happy today. Gardner Taylor, who's still alive at 95, one of the greatest ministers in the history of the United States, said, "God did not send us here to stay. God sent us here to live." So our friend's stay is over. Those of us who remain behind should nurture his gift because he gave it to us every day with all he had. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you got something out of that. That is our founder. That's the president talking about our founder. And what a rich history that we have from the sacrifice that man made. And just so you know, he sold his company, I think in the mid 1990s for like $562 million. That's what he sold this company for to Torchmark, which is now owned by Globe, which Globe is the largest life insurance company in the world. So we work for the largest life insurance company in America. We have more policyholders than any life insurance company out there. But you know, there's also a book. It's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And in that book, there is one of the habits says, begin with the end in mind. And he talks about a eulogy, and he talks about just that, you know, so we could keep that in mind, you know, is we got to begin every day with the end in mind. And, you know, the ultimate end for all of us will be, you know, be the same there. And, you know, it was just a great eulogy, and I think it brought a lot to light. I was worried about playing that because some of us are so new, we might not really get it and appreciate it. But and it was kind of long, but I think it's just, we have to know where we came from. You know, you have to understand where you came from to appreciate it, to take it forward. And one thing that he had, guys, is instead of having Bernard Rappaport met every famous person he wanted to at any time he could meet them. So he had pictures of him and actors and everything. But they said that instead of having those pictures were in the back hallway, when you walked in the house, he had his the papers when his family came over to this great country in America, right? So we have the greatest opportunity with the greatest company. If you think about it, if you're going to be in any country out there, we are in America. It doesn't get any better than this. If you want to try doing something hard, what they say is try and live in an underdeveloped country. Try and live in Cambodia and do what you want to do here and do it there. It's impossible. You can't do that, right? So number one, we're in the right country. Number two, we got to find out the right career, the right industry. Well, the industry that we're in is sales. And the way I look at sales is I look at everything as pretty much sales. No matter pretty much what you're doing, you're going to be selling something at some point in your life. If you're going to be an engineer, my dad's going to have to make a resume if he wanted to be an engineer and sell himself to get a job. If you want to look at politics, we just saw political figures on there. That's selling. They're selling ideas. Teachers are selling ideas. Religion selling ideas. It's all a sell one way, shape, or form. Sales is what makes the world go round. So whether you're in sales or whether you're not in sales, you're going to be in sales. You're going to have to sell something. You're going to have to sell an idea. You're going to have to sell your kid on why he has to brush his teeth. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to sell somebody on something, some way, shape, or form, some way in your life, right? So I think it's a great skill to have. And if you're going to be selling something, the number one thing we sell is ourself. The number one thing we sell is ourself, and we sell confidence to people. We sell people to allow to be confident. But if you're going to sell a product out there, there's so many things we can sell, guys. We sell something that is absolutely noble. It is something that is going to help somebody at one of the worst times of their life. We so happen to sell life insurance. Now, when you talk about life insurance, there's so many companies that we can sell life insurance with. There's so many groups, so many organizations out there that sell life insurance, right? Well, out of all the companies that do that, we just so happen to be lucky enough. We just so happen to be lucky enough to be with this company. And you want to talk about opportunity, man, I could go all the way back to when we were born. You know what the chances of you being born are? Right? There's a lot of things that have to happen. Like your parents would have had to got together on that day at that time, and that specific organism had to make its way specifically through at that time in order just for you to be happening right now. And then somehow you just got lucky enough to be born where? At all the places on planet Earth when you were born. What was your birthday? What was your birthday? Mine was July 28th. I don't know what time. Let's say it was 2:30. How come July 28th at 2:30, I was born in Pittsburgh, PA, in that circumstances? I could have easily been born in another state, another country, another whole different city. Why was I born there? We were lucky enough to be born into America. And then throughout our whole lives, somehow you could be, the wind could have blown you here, could have blown you there. It blown you into sales. And it blown you into this industry, into life insurance. And out of all the companies, you just so happen to be with American Income. And it didn't happen in the 70s. You weren't born in the 70s. You could have been born in the 70s. You weren't born in the 70s when there was no internet. You just so happened to be born in 2020 into this business. So you come into this business 2020, into this industry, into this company at a time that is probably the greatest time ever to do something like this. So the timing of all this is basically impossible for all of us to even happen. I don't know how this even happened right now, because virtually, if you think about all of those little hoops that we had to jump through just to get here, it's pretty far, right, guys? So we already did the impossible by making it here. But putting it all together and walking us through, the last 12 years I've been with this company, and I'll share real quick, this is a little of experience. The last 12 years, I got to meet all the SGAs in the company. This right here, if you guys can see, this is Steve Greer and David Zoffin. This is when we were on stage, #1 in the company. This was in Las Vegas last year. This one, when I was on stage with the company, I think in Puerto Rico, Roger Smith, Steve Greer. These are the CEOs of our company. This was when I was on stage, I think in Puerto Rico. My wife couldn't come because she was pregnant and they had the Zika virus, so my dad came. So me and my dad were on stage there with the two CEOs, Roger Smith and Steve Greer. This is Roger Smith's last year as CEO, and Steve Greer's like first year. This was their transition year. This is when I was on stage. This is old. This is back in 2000. I don't even remember. Probably this was in New Orleans with the CEO again, and then we were on stage in San Francisco. I believe that was in San Francisco. So guys, we've been on stage and dominated. I met all the CEOs with the company, and we carried the torch all the way to here. And we've done all that through this. This is what we have been doing, guys. We've been having to only work in one city. And I had to, if I wanted to do an interview with somebody, they had to come to the office. We had to do three interviews face to face. And then I had to train you face to face in the office. So every day you had to come back to the office and train. You had to drive to the office in the morning, drive back at night, pack your lunch, do all that stuff. We had to do all that every day for 2-3 weeks straight to get you trained up. Then I'd have to set appointments and I have to go out in the field. So now I have to call, set these appointments, and then I would go out and drive an hour to my area, wherever my area was. And then I'd go see my clients all day, and then I would drive back at night. Well, my best clients were usually 9 o'clock at night. So I didn't get out of their house till 11 o'clock, which means I wasn't getting home till 12 or 1 o'clock sometimes. I hit a few deers on the way and all kind of stuff. Messed up my car many times. I can't tell you how many times my car got messed up. I had to get new tires, oil changes. You have more gas stops. Oh, it was 2008. Anybody remember gas prices 2008? That was my first year. So the point is, before me, I didn't even feel bad for myself, because before me, you know what they had to do? The guys were telling me, like, you think you got it bad. You know what they did in the 90s? They had to, like, part of when I hired you, I'll tell you, okay, part of your job is you're going to have to get a roll of quarters, okay, and every week you had to have at least $10 in quarters in your car. Anybody know why you'd have to have quarters in your car to do this job? What do you think, Tequila?
Toes.
What's that?
Was it toes?
Toes? What's toes?
Toll booth.
Oh, tolls, yeah. Tolls. You got an accent. I got the Pittsburgh accent. Some people don't know what the heck I'm saying either.
Payphone.
Payphones was the answer, though, Tequila. Payphones was the answer. Payphones was the answer. Guys, because we didn't have cell phones in the 90s. So
just
they
a
had to
pager.
drive around. If they got lost, you were doing pagers and all, you know. So you would have to drive, pull over, and call your client from the payphone. Hey, I'm at the payphone over here. I'm trying to find your house. If you got lost or you were running late.
MapQuest.
You know, there was no MapQuest. You know what they had to do? Their MapQuest, they had to have 3 maps, because if you were in Allegheny County, you might also need, you know, Westmoreland County and Butler County map. So they had to have the county maps. Dude, they're driving around with the maps, pulling over, going to the things. I mean, that was the 90s. So I didn't feel bad for myself, because at least I had a Garmin. When I started, there was no you didn't use your cell phone to get around when I started 12 years ago in this business. If you could remember 12 years ago, that wasn't a thing. It was Garmin. But I was using Garmin, right? I was using Garmin. Well, that was literally 3 months ago we were doing this, guys. And I got a video for us. I'm going to break it down, because everything is changing. I want you to listen to the words, because it's a short one. This is a 50-second video, guys, a 50-second video. Oops, what's going on here? Share the screen, find this, share this, click that. All right, do you guys see that? See Steve Jobs? Blake, can you see Steve Jobs? Okay, all right, you're the one I can see on the screen. So, all right, we'll play this one. All right, just a quick one, guys. Listen to what he says. Listen to the words that he uses to describe this.
I remember reading an article when I was about 12 years old, I think it might have been in Scientific American, where they measured the efficiency of locomotion for all these species on planet Earth. How many kilocalories did they expend to get from point A to point B? And the condor won, came in at the top of the list, surpassed everything else, and humans came in about a third of the way down the list, which was not such a great showing for the crown of creation. And but somebody there had the imagination to test the efficiency of a human riding a bicycle. Human riding a bicycle blew away the condor, all the way off the top of the list. And it made a really big impression on me that we humans are tool builders, and that we can fashion tools that amplify these inherent abilities that we have to spectacular magnitudes. And so for me, a computer has always been a bicycle of the mind, something that takes us far beyond.
All right, so I messed up. I'm going to rewind it. But what he said was, he says we have these we're tool builders, and it allows to enhance our inherent innate abilities to I forget what the word he used, but that's the part I want us to think about right now. We're tool builders. Listen to that part right there.
On me that we humans are tool builders, and that we can fashion tools that amplify these inherent abilities that we have to spectacular magnitudes. And so for me, a computer has always been a bicycle of the mind, something that takes us far beyond our inherent abilities. And I think we're just at the early stages of this tool, very early stages, and we've come only a very short distance, and it's still in its formation, but already we've seen enormous changes. I think that's nothing compared to what's coming in the next 100 years.
That's nothing compared to what's coming in the next 100 years. I don't know why my video disappeared there. Oh, wait. All right, we're back at it. Sorry about that. So
you shower with? I'll let you in on a little mystery secret. Most name.
Don't try to win an art.
Sorry about that. An ad started playing. All right, so that's nothing compared to what's going to happen over the next 100 years. And honestly, that is how I feel right now about our situation. We are at the very early stages of something that we can't even really fathom the scale and the propensity and really how big this is for not only us, but for everyone in every generation that's going to come after us. And we get to be the ones to lay the foundation. We get to be the ones to set the foundation for everybody moving forward with this, just like Steve Jobs was the one whose people are going to be talking about for a very long time. You know, he was able to recognize that. And right now, we have been kind of like human beings without a bicycle. We have been human beings. We have been not, you know what locomotive measures? Locomotion measures how much energy it takes for someone, for I don't know, a human being. Locomotion takes the amount of energy for someone or something to go from point A to point B. So it's like, what is the locomotion of a condor was the most like locomotive animal on the planet. It can move the most efficiently without using less energy. Human beings were not that until what? Until they got the bike. But they were still doing pretty darn well. Then human beings were cruising along pretty well, and our minds were doing amazing things, right? And then until we got what? The computers. Now the computers are allowing us to go boom. So I think it's the same thing in our business, guys. We've been doing pretty well. We broke a lot of records. You just saw on stage. We did all these amazing things. The company literally is recession proof. We've done nothing but grow, and we haven't even used a bicycle yet. We haven't even got the computer yet. We haven't even gone virtual yet. For the last 70 years, our company has been operating by meeting with clients face-to-face in the home and only operating within our backyard. Now, It's like adding a bicycle to the human. It's like putting a computer into the hands, like Steve Jobs says. We are virtually able to work with anyone, anywhere, anytime. The ability to do that, I don't think we truly understand it yet, and how special that really is, and really how far and how fast it's going to take us compared to everybody else who came before us. Everyone else who came before us has laid the foundation, they laid the path, they did all the hard work, and they put us in the best position possible, because the year 2020 is the year when everything changes. It's the year when everything changed. For you, for the company, for your family, for all of us. And the people that we want to be next year, and 5 years from now, and 10 years from now, cannot be the same people we are today. We're here today to create a better tomorrow. And in order to do that, we can't be the same person we were yesterday. So we got to be okay with understanding this major transformation that's going on with us right now. And sometimes, there's going to be some growing pains, and it may be a little painful, maybe a little uncomfortable at the beginning when you go through things that are changing, right? But that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We want change. So when things change and you feel the change, you just can't run away or argue with it or fight with it. We got to go with the flow. You got to go with the flow. I promise you, there's no way in the world that if you, every week, if you go for 1/2 hour a week, okay, 1/2 hour a week, I promise you, if you do this for a 1/2 hour a week, if you do 1/2 hour a week, and all you do is you take some weights and you do curls like this. Just do curls like this. Do them, then when you can't do them, you put the weights down, take a break, shake them out, do curls. And then put them down, play some music, do curls. Do that for a 1/2 hour a week for 3 months straight. I guarantee you, you're going to have something there. I guarantee it. What is most people's problem of why they can't get that accomplished? How come at the end of 3 months there's nothing there for most people?
Discipline.
Discipline, yes, right? Discipline. Discipline to consistently do it. It's consistency, guys. All it is just applying consistency. You guys know that the only way water, dude, if you throw water at a rock would laugh at it. Right? A rock would just sit there and laugh at water. Water has no business messing with a rock. But water ends up beating a rock at the end of the day with what? Consistency. 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 If water just consistently goes, it's going to break through that rock. Amen? But if you just take water and throw it at a rock, it's not going to work. And that's what we're doing, guys. Some people, they're just trying to throw water at a rock one time and break the rock. It don't work like that. You don't just hit it with one time with a super soaker and it breaks. But if you consistently run some water down them steps, it's going to start to wear it out. So isn't that amazing how nature can teach us those things? I put a video about the ant in there the other day. It teaches us all kind of great things. So to end for today, I want to kind of bring us all back together and focus us on, where we're at and what we got to do. And I'll end with a video with maybe no comments. We'll just end with the video and we can break, okay? I appreciate your time here today, but this is the best. Save the best video for last. It's my favorite one. So listen, we're going into halftime, right? Okay? I'm talking about how important is it to go into halftime and get some momentum going. The plays that you make this month, the plays that we make this month can literally change the whole game for you, because what you do this month can change the game for the second half of 2020. We're going into halftime. And if you go and you can change the second half of 2020 to just be absolutely phenomenal for you and your career, that's going to set up the rest of your entire life. Literally. So, like, don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, but, I mean, there could be a lot riding on this for a lot of us. No matter where that momentum is in for your life, you know, just think about where you're at, slow down, listen to the universe a little bit, listen to what it's telling you, okay, and figure out where the momentum's at. Where's it at right now? Where do I need to apply a little bit more gas? Where do I need to put some more, where can I get momentum at? Where do I need to get it going? And what can I do in this month to get something to move forward for the, so some teams are like, you want to know what? If we can just get the ball down the field and get a field goal before halftime, we'll be right where we need to be, right? Some teams know they just need a field goal. Some of them are like, dude, we need a big hit. We need a big tackle. Get the hey guys, we need a big tackle. Something to get everybody. We need a sack. We need a tackle for a loss. We need somebody to smack a wide receiver when he catches a pass, and we need something to happen to get a spark. What is it on your team? What do you guys need to get your spark going? What do you guys need? So think about that, okay? There's one play that stands out to me that was probably the most significant game-changing play of all time before halftime. And I'll kind of set the stage for it. I'll pull it up, and we'll break for after this. It's like a 2-minute clip. So I'll pull it up. And let me set the stage for this, okay? It's Super Bowl 43. Everybody see the screen? It's halftime. 18 seconds to go before half, guys. The Steelers are winning 10-7. 18 seconds to go, 10-7. The other team is about to score. Think about this. You may feel like, oh man, I'm one play away. Well, listen, they're one play away from the other team scoring. It's going to be halftime, and instead of them being up 10-7, they're going to be down 14-10 at halftime in the Super Bowl, right? So we'll watch this last play. I think you guys all know what happens, but it's absolutely amazing because instead of being down 14-7, they're going to be up 17-7 here, and it's a huge momentum swing, and this literally changed the whole entire game. Without this play, they would not have won the game, I promise you, without this one single play before halftime. So sometimes we say the game's won in the second half, but, man, you can do some special things in the first half and especially right before halftime to make something special. So, I just want us to use this, keep this in mind every time we go out there this month and think about, we're about to go into halftime of 2020. Let's make some plays. Let's turn it up. Let's see what we can do to get some momentum going.
Well, they can pick down here from the gun. Steelers show blitz. Here they come. He gets it away, and it's picked off at the goal line. There's a flag thrown on the run back. James Harrison to run it back, and Harrison is past midfield. Harrison going down the sideline. Harrison still on his feet. Harrison is going to go all the way and waiting for the official to get there. Touchdown is signal. A flag is down on the run back at the 9-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Prior to the pass, personal foul, grasping the face mask. Offense number 74. The foul occurred during the last time down. The touchdown counts.
Unbelievable. Harrison completely gassed. The call is on Reggie Wells. It's a 100-yard interception return.
Look at him. You know that you have to protect against James Harrison because he's such a great pass rusher. On that play, he faked like he was going to rush the passer, and he dropped back into the lane and then made this run. Unbelievable.
It's the longest play in Super Bowl history. It's a 100-yard interception return. The question, too, is he in? Remember, there's no challenge. There's no challenge. It has to come from the booth. Wow. And they will look at it. I guarantee you that. The clock has expired. Here's Fitzgerald.
Literally was 1 second.
Where does he land? He's landing on
the 1 inch line.
Fitzgerald's leg with the ball. Reston comes back in.
Not like the Steelers could have had another play because it was over.
Not only a great play by James Harrison, but a great call by Dick LeBeau, because who would think in that situation that instead of rushing your best pass
previous
rusher,
play
you would drop
will be reviewed.
1,000 generations.
Awesome.
Now, there we go. As you guys know, that play was called a touchdown. Steelers went up to win the Super Bowl. So that's got to be the play. We got to be on some stuff right now. Who's going to be the game changer? Who's going to be the game changer? It's going to be a game of inches, you know, and it's going to be exhausting to be great. That same gentleman right there that you saw works out at my gym right up here. I go to the Oxford, well, I don't anymore, but in Pittsburgh, I used to go to the Oxford Club. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, if you showed up at 6 o'clock, he was already halfway through his workout, drenched in sweat. This man worked out hardcore, and that's why he was able to perform. You know, nobody's seen him at the gym at 6 in the morning, but you see him scoring these touchdowns, right? And running, and he broke 5 tackles to do that, right? So anyways, I appreciate your time today, guys. Let's go be some game changers. Let's set the stage for the second half of 2020. Let's go into the locker room with some momentum, guys. Let's rock it this June. Appreciate y'all.
Hi, Drew.
What's up, Blake?
How you doing? All right, bye.
Hard work means never cutting corners. Well, almost never.
It's your favorite family tradition to drive to that familiar beach house with familiar faces.
You know, I still believe that you and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down.
Follow your dreams, not your addictions. How we gon' follow our dreams locked in a prison? They try to swallow me whole, God be my witness. Deprive me out of my dreams, but I'm relentless. I want the money, ain't never want attention. So I don't pay attention to comments and all the mentions, cause they ain't see my vision. I was washing dishes till my rats turned into riches. Glad when it was Christmas. We ain't even barely get presents, but we was gifted. In a school of failure, we present perfect attendance. Welfare, baby, we working with what they give us. Made me some comments, judge still gave me a sentence, no period. City girls don't get scared when it's really real, when your bank account 20 mil in your house, up on the hill in your phantom, in the driveway you walk out and see the grill. Thank God you believe. Make sure you pray when you kneel.
You know, I still believe it. You and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down.
My bank account, it was on super zero. Ain't never panic, I'm a superhero. Target my goals and I'ma shoot the arrow. When God turned the heat up on me, he said you De Niro. Play your part, got some brains like the scarecrow. Let's play it smart, cause We ain't playing checkers, this is chess, play your pawns. Sit back like a king when they move, make your mark. And never ever let your competition take your heart. Say I believe in myself. When everybody stop believing, never leave on yourself. They had my back against the wall, I had to lean on myself. Almost made me put my dreams on the shelf. I'm tripping. Laws of attraction, you just think I'm rapping. I'm just putting out the energy so I can grab it. Everything that's in my memory that I imagine is finally here. 100 million in a year.
I still believe it. You and me. 'Cause every night I go to sleep, I can see it like a movie in my dreams. Put my face in the dirt on the ground, still I raise up to take back the crown. Yes, you can break my body, but you can't lock the soul of a man down. As I lay down to sleep, pray the Lord, so the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me. As I lay down to sleep, pray the Lord, so the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me.
Distance. It's made it clear that the best memories don't happen miles apart. They happen when we're all together. Vacations closer than you think. Book the home that makes the vacation with Verbo.
When you are the victim, when you suffer from an accident, there's someone here who will fight for your rights. Justice for you begins with us at Probanik and Probanik.
You know what free is, nigga? What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life, what's
Since
free?
the lad I was cunning, just got a pad out in London. I keep stacking my money, I need a ladder by summer. 8K shots, niggas ducking straight shots. Been a top dog, that's before the K dots. Cracking in 06, immaculate showmanship. Talking like you Mitch, disastrous on the strip. Holding on your bitch, coulda never sold you a brick. With them people, you never been on the list. Mona Lisa to me ain't nothing but a bitch. Hanging pictures like niggas swinging from his dick. We so different, you thought these didn't exist. The megalodon never seen on his wrist. I'm from the south where they never make it this rich. God is the greatest, but Satan been on his shit. Walking the pavement, I pray I'm illuminated. Over a decade and never nobody's favorite. Pot and kilo go hand in hand like we gamble and huff. My amigo, 1,000,000 grams when we count them and up. You was dead broke, I let you hold it back. You paid for it, but I fuck around and stole the track. Screaming gang, gang, now you wanna rap. Racketeering charges caught him on the tap. Looking for a bond, lawyers want a tax. Purple hair got them faggots on your back.
What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't